Ooh, what's up, guys? So, right now, what I'm doing is we all actually are doing something special today because you guys aware that there's gonna be our Chandrayan-3 is going to land on the moon. So let's watch what is happening. I think it's time when we see what is happening over there. Let's see. Okay, the velocity is around. It's looking pretty good.
We can see the altitude of the lander around 7.4.
17 kilometers from moon surface. That means it's gonna take another 10 minutes, around 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
इस phase के बाद हम जाएंगे towards the attitude hold phase where
Okay.
we will be expecting sensor update from the laser and car band altimeters.
So अभी देख रहे होगे 50 डिग्री के आसपास ये अभी मुड़ा हुआ है and
We can see the visualization
another
of the
40 to
lander
50 degree अभी एक बार और मुड़ेगा.
moving to
और
This is going to be a very proud moment for all Indians, of course.
जी हाँ, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी हम सभी का उत्साह
Prime Minister is also there.
अफ्रीका के
Wow.
परस्पर से जुड़ गए.
phase.
So basically, I'm here to actually not just, to kind of a commentary. I'm here to excite you all. This is not something that happens every day. This is something which it's a Apollo 11 kind of moment for all Indians, I would say, because Apollo 11 landed on moon in 1969, and that was the first time, and there was so much enthusiasm, excitement from all across the world. Forget about Americans, but everybody was like, this is something first, it's happening. After that, there were two more moon missions, but there were not such excitement. That's why they've postponed all the other moon missions. So that's why the first will always be first. If I ask you that who's gonna be who is the first, second, or maybe not second, everybody knows second, Buzz Aldrin, but who is the third or fourth person who landed on moon? So you might not be able to tell. Okay, so there's one other moment just came across here. So we've crossed the. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister is looking at the launch. Very graceful.
जी हाँ, अभी आप देख सकते हैं कि लैंडर की ऊंचाई लगभग 1 किलोमीटर के
It's just 1 kilometer. It's gonna be turning around 50 more degree to surface. It's gonna be very vertical, and it will land. The lander will land
We are
accordingly.
nearing the final phase of the power descent, which is going to be the vertical descent phase
Vertical
on the
descent.
local
See,
navigation
it
phase.
has been vertical, and it looks pretty nice. It's gonna be very, very crucial moment.
अब हम फाइन ब्रेक की गड़गड़ाहट
Wow. This was very crucial. This is where actually Chandrayan-2 got misplaced, and I mean everything just
बहुत ही अच्छे
went haywire. And this is where it is. It looks very stable right now. 800 meters,
Applause.
and now the next 700 meters it's gonna be very crucial because there's gonna be a rough braking here.
Vertical descent phase 1.
And the phase 1 of vertical descent has started right now, and this is going to be pretty amazing because
And we are nearing and approaching the lunar surface.
the lunar surface, you've heard that means that
अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं कि
700 meters, 681 meters.
लगातार कम होता जा रहा है. इस समय हम
This is such a historic moment. I can't tell you that how excited I am right now, and I know that everyone else, whoever is watching this stream and this landing, they all are excited about this, and it's just very proud moment.
And above the landing site, the horizontal as well as the vertical velocity
400 meters altitude, that means the height 400 meters.
and the lander module
It's less than
has
the
descent towards the
300
landing
meters is
site.
nothing, but it's the speed, if you see, the velocity is 100, 400, 500 meters. It's going up. It has to come around 300, less than 300 meter per second horizontal velocity.
अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं ये जो पथ निर्धारित किया गया है,
Wow.
लैंडर पूरी तरह से उसी को ही फॉलो कर रहा है.
So we just confirmed that the spot which scientists have chosen, it is following the lander is following the same path. So that's a pretty good news, because it has been, analyzed that this is a great spot for the Vikram lander. And the velocity is coming down. The brakes, the reverse thruster, the two reverse thruster has been start. Oh my god, we have about, the velocity is 300, less than 300 meter, and we are about to touch the moon. Nothing else.
Currently, only 2 engines are now being fired.
Two engines are,
And
you've
we are
just heard that
clearly
2
at
engines are
zero
just being
velocity,
fired.
Vertical and horizontal. We are hovering and now we are approaching the moon's surface.
धीरे धीरे लैंडर की वेगमान को कम किया जा रहा है.
The altitude, this is very crucial. If you've seen that the altitude just decreased from like 1000 to 500 very, quickly, but last stages, like last 300 to 500 meter, it's very crucial. That's why they are just steadily just landing it there, and we are just there. It's a phenomenal, and it has landed successfully. Wow, amazing. This is like wait of 4 years after Chandrayan-2, and now the Chandrayan-3. Wow, amazing, yeah. This is so good.
लैंडर मॉड्यूल पूरी तरह से सेफली और सॉफ्टली चंद्रमा की सतह पे लैंड हो चुका है.
It has landed
बहुत
safely.
गर्व की बात है. हिंदी में एक कहावत है कि चंदा मामा दूर के.
Wow, look at these scientists. They have worked really hard, and now it's all paying off.
The hard work of the entire ISRO
Let's hear
community has come to
what the
fruition.
head of the ISRO.
Soft landing on the moon. India is on the moon.
So he said that India is on the moon, and that is like a goosebump moment for all of us, because yes, India is on the moon.
I request our honorable Prime Minister to address us and bless us. Thank you, sir.
So first speech gonna be Prime Minister's speech. Let's see what he has to say.
मेरे प्यारे परिवारजनों, जब हम अपनी आंखों के सामने ऐसा इतिहास बनते हुए देखते हैं,
So in essence, what has happened is that if I have to say that there were 3 parts of the Chandrayaan mission. One was the thrusters, of course, which took it to the moon, and there's gonna be this lander which came in 125 into 35 kilometers elliptical orbit, and then there was this lander this needed to come down, and from 30 kilometers height it went straight to the surface of the moon, which was a big thing, because doing the soft landing is not easy at all. I mean, NASA has tried a lot of times, and then they've succeeded back in 60s. So you can understand that how crucial it was for our space exploration programs. One of the best thing about Chandrayaan is that we it's a saying that once you fail, that you learn from your mistakes, and then you come to realization that okay, what went wrong, and then what you have to improve in your next thing. That's what happened. So there's a proper journey. It's not like a first time they've attempted the Chandrayaan 1 mission. We've learned a lot from Chandrayaan 1 mission, and then the Chandrayaan-2 mission, which was partially failed. I would not say that it was a complete failure. Look at these scientists, they are enjoying a lot. They are like, okay, they have done. And of course, this will definitely inspire the new generation of India, that they will definitely I remember that in my days I was very keen to understand and know what space is all about, what are the missions NASA has done. So NASA was the name I used to remember when I was growing up. But now the next generation is not gonna say NASA in India, but of course ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. So this is going to be a new normal for Indians, new generation, and it sounds pretty good to hear that. It's good to hear that. And Mr. Prime Minister, he is speaking right now. All I'm trying to say is that it's such a amazing moment, and there's gonna be another moment which is coming when the ramp will open up from the lander, and then the Pragyan rover that will come out and take the first picture of the moon. That is going to be the highlight of the show, because oh man, that is something we all want to see, that the first picture of the moon from the surface. I'm sure you would have seen a lot of pictures which came from the from the lander, where you've seen the surface of the moon from up, but now from the surface it's gonna be something else, because जब तक आप ज़मीन पे उतरते नहीं है तब तक आपको कुछ नहीं दिखता है. हाँ, ऊपर से सब देखते हैं, ज़मीन पे नीचे उतर के देखना होता है, एंड इंडिया ने वही कर दिखाया आज. Just such a proud moment. I had a lot of things to do today, and finally I just took some time to share with you all, and want to watch this stream here. Amazing. I don't have any word to say. It's just amazing. Let's see what happens next, because it's gonna be very expect, people across the world, they expect from India to do. A lot of countries, they are jealous with India because that we are doing this program. A lot of people has said, the developed countries, that India has so many poor farmers, etc. They should do not waste the money, etc. I do not agree with that. If we would have, there are problems. We actually agree that there are problems, but it doesn't mean that we should not look at other direction as well. We should just, solve those problems, first, and then come to other things. It has to be simultaneous. Parallelly, we have to explore space. Parallelly, we have to explore, agriculture, IT sector, everything. So if we just stop at one place, this is not gonna work at all for a nation like India. And so now India has become the fourth country after US and USSR and then China to land on the moon. Fourth country to land on the moon, to do a soft landing on the moon. And on the moon, it sounds pretty good to say that. In these words, on the moon, India is on the moon. It was a dream. It's like a dream come true for people who follow science. Amazingly done. Hats off to the ISRO scientists and engineers, whoever have worked on this project, and all the leadership as well, because leadership, what they have done is that they've kept their belief in these people in ISRO management. And after even the disappointment of I won't say that it was total disappointment, but it was at some level, it was a disappointment. After that, what happened with Chandrayan-2, the management leadership, they kept their belief on these scientists, and here we are now. We have Chandrayan-3 on the moon. It's just so good to see, so good to hear, so good to see that. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, I used to see NASA, and NASA was when NASA was landing on, moon, and then they send a mission to Mars, and Mars was amazing place. So I used to like watch. It was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I used to wake up and watch that what is happening with NASA and what they have done. So I remember those days, and I used to be very excited. So one thing I really want to say here, it's not about the competition. So whenever you see a scientific mission, so it's not about the competition. It's not about the competition. It's just about the science. It's not never gonna be like that. India beat Pakistan. India beat. Of course, Pakistan is not in the race. But China, US, everyone. So this is something. It's just that every country coming together and contributing towards science, because these data, whatever the Chandrayan-3 is going to collect on the moon, it will be shared with the whole science community. It cannot be just specific to Indians. So of course it's not going to be classified in India. It has to be shared, because that's what science does. If you just keep your technology in your country, it's not going to work like that. It will just so that's what I love about science, that it doesn't restrict yourself beyond the boundaries. You share your data, you get the data from other countries. Look at these scientists. This is like once at a lifetime. I definitely hope that this is not going to be the ones at their lifetime. Definitely there's going to be another moments as well, but this is something like first time in the entire first time in entire letting every team, sensors team, navigation team. So there are multiple teams in ISRO, and that's how it works, that you cannot just rely on one team. There's going to be another different teams who work exclusively on certain things like sensors. So they improve on sensors every day, and that's how the science works. Actually, there are different verticals in science. Different people are speaking in ISRO. Of course, great day for them. But now what will happen is there's gonna be this lander, and will open, and the ramp will open, and then there's gonna be our rover which will come out, and that is the best moment. I am just expecting for that moment to come. Look at these faces. They are very happy, and why they should not. It is such a happiest moment right now for them. Amazingly done. I just have to check that what is the timing of rover, when the rover will come out. I think it takes some time, because the sensors are definitely analyzing the area right now. The Pragyan rover is actually, it doesn't go everywhere. I mean, the radius for the Pragyan rover is just 500 meters, so it will go up to 500 meters around its vicinity. So it's not gonna go, because it has a very small work to do. It's gonna be very slow. The speed of Pragyan rover is very slow. It has been designed like that it the terrain of a moon, it will kind of rove on the surface of the moon. So it will rove, but uneven surface in the moon. So that's why they've designed it like this. This will go very slowly, steadily, but it will do its work. It has 3-4 work which it needs to do, and it will definitely deliver. I am sure of it. People are speaking. I'll just check for you guys that when is the rover will come out. Okay, so we might have to halt this streaming. Definitely it's a great moment, but let's just halt this streaming, because what we need to do is that we have to wait another 4 hours